Hello, I'm Dr. Christian Heim, living for preventative mental health, love, and compassion. Right here and now, I want to talk to you about loneliness. You see, in this crisis that we're going through, the coronavirus, loneliness is going to get tougher. We're going to be isolating. We're going to be quarantined. We're going to be avoiding people. We'll be alone for more of the time. And loneliness is already a big problem. I work with so many people who have been so lonely. And look, in another video, I will go through loneliness in more depth. But right here and now, I want to give you a plan for getting out of loneliness, 3 things that you can do by yourself to get out of loneliness, and 3 ways of connecting with people. So let's get started on those. You see, the thing about loneliness is it's an emotion. And it's a terrible feeling emotion. And what tends to happen is we compensate for that bad feeling emotion with things that make us feel good straight away. So, eating something, having sex with people that we don't trust, getting into drugs, or just vegging out on movies to the point where we actually end up feeling lonelier. So, what I want to give you here is a plan. Now, earlier I've talked about having a GPS. Your GPS stands for goals, plans, and the step that you need to do next. And I want you to apply this to your loneliness. And this is going to take effort, okay? Because when you're feeling lonely, you don't feel like thinking about it and doing something proactive. But that's what I'm asking you to do. Because I just suggest it's one of the best things that you can do, okay? So your goal is to be with people. Your goal is to feel better. Your goal is to feel good about yourself, whatever that your goal is in that. Your plan, you know yourself. You will come up with a good plan. But I'm hoping that part of your plan will be listening to the rest of this video, okay? And the S is for the step that you need to do next. And I'm hoping that your next step is going to be listening to the rest of this video. All right, so let's get over 3 things that you can do by yourself to get away from that feeling of loneliness. Step number 1 is notice beauty. Now, if you live out in the countryside or anywhere actually, you can go out at night and notice the night stars. When you see how beautiful those stars are, take a few moments just to feel that you're up there with the stars, that you're part of all of that. That will already start to move you away from this feeling of loneliness as you start to feel that you are part of all of this universe. You can go for a walk in the country, you can go climb a mountain, you can go to the beach, you can go through a forest, you can go to a lake, or if you're in the city, you can go to a park, you can get near some trees, you can go to a museum and see all the beautiful sculptures there, you can go to an art gallery and see the art there and feel that you are part of humankind's beauty and creative expression, because you are. That's step number 1. Notice beauty. Number 2, thing that you can do by yourself is read books. Or if you're like me, listen to books. The internet is wonderful. It is full of audiobooks that are there for free. And whenever I am by myself, which tends to be about 2 or 3 nights a week at the moment, what I do is when I'm cooking dinner, I have an audiobook playing, and while I eat dinner, I listen to that. Now, this does a few things. First of all, I'm able to notice the beauty of somebody else's writing, and I feel that I'm part of the creative energy of all of humankind. And the other thing is, somebody's reading to me. It's like somebody is in the room with me, and that is really good to bring down that feeling of loneliness. Number 3 is music. Now, there are so many songs about loneliness. Heartbreak Hotel, I'm so lonely I could die. Are you lonesome tonight? I look at all the lonely people, alone again naturally. Don't listen to any of these songs. Don't. They're not good for you. They actually enhance your loneliness. but you know how powerful songs can be. And I bet that you, when you were between the ages of 12 and 22, you amassed, like I did, a pile of songs that really meant something to you, that really spoke to who you were, that made you feel good about being alive, that made you feel part of your generation and all of humankind. Find those songs. I have a playlist of about 25 songs that really inspire me from when I was young. And then go out and find songs from other eras as well. Songs that make you feel good, make you good to feel alive. No, what was that? That makes you feel good to be alive, all right? I particularly like Brazilian drumming music. That makes me feel good, all right? Whatever music does it for you, listen to that. I'm into classical music, Baroque music, Mozart, Beethoven, Chopin, Grieg, Sibelius, Tchaikovsky, Rachmaninoff. All of these composers can make you feel good. All right. They're the things that you can do by yourself to help assuage your loneliness, but let's get into the more difficult things. Let's get into finding people. 3 ways of finding people. The first thing is to find somebody like yourself. Find somebody else who is lonely and needs company. Now, to make an acquaintanceship with this person or a friendship with this person, I will need you to work on 2 signals that you will be giving out. And this is difficult stuff, all right? This is going to take effort, and you're not going to like what I say. It's just true. These are the signals that I'm talking about. Whenever you meet up with other people, there's one of 3 signals that we give out in this area. We give out taking signals or needy signals. We give out sharing signals, or we give out giving signals. I'm here to help you. Now, whenever you see a counselor or a psychologist, then you are there in need. You are there to take. The psychologist or counselor is there to give. Okay? But when you are with people, you want to have sharing signals, that I can give a bit and I can take a bit. Because you will find if you're giving off needy signals, that people will drop off from seeing you. Now, that's very difficult, but it basically means staying enthusiastic and being there for the person as well as them being there for you. The other signal that I want you to watch is your commitment signals. You actually need to give off the signal that you are committed to a friendship. And that means things like, I really enjoyed that. Can we get together again next week? Or how about next month? Or what if I give you a ring about it? Whereas if you say something like, oh yeah, we'll just leave it and see how it goes. You're giving off a signal that you're not committed to this. And so again, people will fall off. And the thing is that this is difficult because you're lonely. You actually are in a needful state. You're not sure of your commitment to another person. And you're just hoping that somebody will like you. But if you can engage in this give and take and be committed to getting through something, then that will really help. So that's step 1. Find a friend like yourself. Step 2 is even more difficult, all right? Step 2 is reconnect with family. Yeah, this is difficult because life gets complex, and I have treated so many people that have had falling outs with their parents, with their children, with their siblings, with their partner, and you feel it is too hard. This time of crisis is a time to reconnect. It is a time to be forgiving, to be grateful, to show some love and enthusiasm, and to reconcile with people as best you can. Because after all, we are in this together, and family is your immediate contact for getting on with people. So do what you can. Pick up that phone, say what needs to be said, make a date, invite people over, text or email if you're more comfortable with that, but make the connection. Reconnect with family members wherever you can. Yeah, I'm sorry it's difficult, but you do actually want people around you, and quite frankly, they actually want it too. Step 3 is actually easier. And this involves expressing yourself. I love you. I really appreciate the time we spend together. I really enjoyed that chat. I really look forward to seeing you again. You know, I haven't told you how much I appreciate you being in my life, but I've missed you. Thank you. If you can say these things, then you'll be making much more of a connection. If you don't say these things, then the connection won't be there. All right, so I will go into this in more depth in another video, but at the moment, I want you to remember those 3 things that you can do by yourself: notice beauty, listen to books, and listen to music. And secondly, to connect with people. Find a friend just like you, reconnect with family, and express yourself. Say the good feelings that you have for somebody else. And hopefully by doing that, you, together with the people around you, and all of us together, may just get through this crisis well. This has been Dr. Christian Heim. I'll see you next time.